Hi, I'm Donna, and thank you for clicking on the link to learn about the differences between herbs, aromatherapy, and flower essences. Since I get this question all the time, I thought I would help by putting together this little bit of information via video. So here we go. We'll start with herbs. So herbs, some you know about because we use them in our cooking, like thyme and rosemary and basil. But most all plants have herbal actions, and herbal actions work on different systems of our body and with physical symptoms that we experience in our bodies, such as maybe headaches, nervous tension, nervous stomach, respiratory illnesses, coughing, colds, that kind of thing. Each plant has an action or maybe a set of actions that it has associated with it. And what do I mean by actions? So some herbal actions can be adaptogenic, meaning that they help our bodies adapt to stress. Some can be alterative, which means that they help our bodies eliminate toxins. Some can be antiviral, some antimicrobial, antifungal, nervines, and there are at least 30 actions or even more. The other characteristic of herbs is an energetic. Some of the examples of energetics are really in the way they taste. Are they bitter? Are they sweet, pungent, sour, salty in their flavors? And then all the plants have a set of nutrients, vitamins, minerals that are associated with them. And when we ingest the herbs, they can be ingested through tea preparations, which us herbalists consider to be infusions and decoctions, the way the plant is handled when we do make teas. They can also be prepared as tinctures, elixirs, and in foods. So you can consume them, as you know, in salads and soups, snacks, and some baking. So there's many ways to use the plants, and there are many plants available for the physical ailments that our body is feeling. One of the examples I'll give is dandelion. I harvested the dandelion root this summer, and I dried some of it to be used this winter for teas. Also, what I did was I combined it with some like herbs to make a digestive elixir. So I combined it with some orange peel, ginger, dandelion root, yellow dock, burdock root, fenugreek, and gentian. So these herbs are considered to be alteratives, meaning that they help our bodies eliminate toxins. And the flavor that most of these herbs have associated with them is that they're bitter. And it's that bitterness that helps allow the body to create bile and get the bile going so that it can be eliminated in a healthy way. Usually herbalists know which part of the plant is to be used. So with some plants, it's the flower, others it's the leaves, others it's the roots, and it's knowing which part of the plant to use that makes it safe and healthy for us to consume. So that's it for herbs, and the next one we'll do is aromatherapy. So aromatherapy, as we know, essential oils. Essential oils are really created through a distillation process, and it takes a lot of plant material to go through the distillation process to yield in this small little bottle. And when it becomes an essential oil, when the plant becomes an essential oil, it becomes pretty volatile. That's why you see a lot of the essential oils mixed with a carrier menstruum. So they're maybe mixed with another oil like olive oil, apricot kernel oil, jojoba oil, so that you can use them on your body, on your face, and they're safe to use that way. They're used in other body products like lotions, bug sprays with aloe, and they're also used as room sprays. So they're combined with something like witch hazel and water so that they can be sprayed into a room. And the most commonly used is also the diffuser. So they're mixed with water so that when you turn on the diffuser, you get that lovely smell of the plant. And again, each of the plants can be used, and each has their properties. And depending on the plant that you choose, they can either be grounding, they can be uplifting, soothing, calming, clearing, depending on the plant. And again, depending on which plant is used, you're either using the bark, the seed, the flower, the leaves, and the root. So it's knowing which plant is being used, what part of the plant is being used through that distillation process. So that's aromatherapy. And now for flower essences. Flower essences are really the wisdom of each plant, and each plant has some wisdom to share with us. And they share it with us as humans on an emotional level, an energetic level. So our bodies as humans are mirrors for our minds, and we have in the past been taught it's best to suppress some of the strong emotions that we might feel, like anger, frustration, sadness, grief. And we're also known to talk to ourselves maybe in ways that are a little bit negative, hurtful, and not helpful. And all of this gets stored in our bodies, and sometimes it comes out in the way we behave, or it can manifest in some chronic type of an illness. The flower essences work as allies to help us become aware of the emotions that we're repressing and of some of the negative self-talk and behaviors that we might need to change. And it's that awareness that helps us to make the changes that we need to make so that we're not stuck in a pattern that keeps us from enjoying life the way we should, from getting the jobs that we want to get, and from being in relationships the way we need to be in relationships, just showing up in ways that we can make our best and most heartfelt contributions. So the flower essences can help us become aware of those negative behaviors, that negative self-talk, and even some of the emotions that we may have repressed from earlier days that need to be released, that need to be acknowledged. As humans, we need to embrace our shadow side just as much as we feel comfortable about embracing our light sides. We're a whole person, and we have to acknowledge the whole self. And flower essences can be our ally in doing that. So that's all I have. It's a good start. I know I probably conjured up more questions than I answered. If I did, there's the link at the bottom of the page to get in touch with me. I would love to hear from you. And if you need an essence or want to talk to me about an essence blend for you, I'd be happy to do that. Contact me at blossomandsoul@gmail.com. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.